Good evening, this is Nerd as a Human, and welcome back to our Romano-British Horde campaign. And you join us here in Anatolia, where we need to take down the Eastern Empire. Now, we are a fair way through that job already. Last time we did a little holiday over here in Constantinople. And of course, yes, with the Eastern Empire rebels having taken over Athens, with Thessalonica falling to the Sarmatians, it was really just, yes, Salona we needed to deal with back in the western side of things. But for the Eastern Empire, they did get Ephesus back with a rebellion. Bit of a problem there with all of the, 8 experience nonsense going on. So we're going to have to siege that one out. That's, yes, Einstein of Beirut, faction leader these days. At 80 years old, the game is just artificially keeping people alive at this point. So let's just hope he continues to see out that siege. Because, yeah, if they sally out, that could still be very problematic. As for our factionate, Dunvalo Castus, who eventual victory will probably have to fall to this lad here. He's going to go stand on this little river crossing. Now there is Caesarea over there. Now I'm not going to start on the Sassanid just yet. We'll be positioned for it with Sinope over here. Are we going to head into that? I think we're just going to siege that one out. That one's going to be a nice slow siege while we get everything else in position, because we want to just get our timing accurate here. Odd scout unit just floating around, and yes, indeed, on the note of odd scout units, we do have random units just poking around, making sure that any opportunities can be pounced upon. Even even these 4 peasants can't deal with the weakness of that city, but hey ho, we'll see if we can sack odd things as we go along. We do also have our fleets over here. We obviously got rid of Crete last time, which was good fun. We can head over to Cyprus, assuming this fleet doesn't get sunk. A couple boats here, but I think we'll probably be okay. We've got some experience. We've got some extra sword and shields. We should be absolutely grand. But yeah, just a couple turns past since the end of last time. Just really shuffled our troops along a little bit across the map. We seem to have lost sight of this guy over here on the watchtower now. But yeah, if he wants to come to us, we got 2 lads on bridges. That's absolutely fine. If he wants to come deal with this guy, he can mop up. That will be absolutely grand. I think it's time to end our turn and see how the cookie crumbles. Well, indeed, they do fancy their chances against us. I do not. That's the crash again. Having reloaded, I'm having a little look around the map to see what potentially might be causing this, and it looks like the curse of Sicily once again seems to be the case. It's the only place where the Eastern Empire rebels or the Western Empire rebels actually exist. So we'll go and win our battle again. But it does seem like it's around about now where it all dies, just as it's about to end their turn, which suggests that they probably sally and lose. Is that what's about to happen? Yeah. Okay, we've made it. We've made it. The only difference... What was the difference? I just did something in the files and it's working again, which is nice, but I'm a little bit concerned. I don't quite know what's going wrong at this stage. I think the issue is that basically they are... I don't think they're officially like a horde. Maybe they existed when the file was a different version, and anyway, it's all very confusing, but I'll just have to wangle with that every so often. But it's an interesting little experiment. As everything else, no biting from these guys, so we'll just continue to move. Oh. Do we have night battles on you, sir? No, you're brand new. That's not ideal, is it? They are just peasants, though. They are just a big pile of peasants. They actually are complete trash. Now, this isn't my best army either, to be fair. This is really the best army. So let's move over here. If they want to take us on, that's fine. But I think we'll just stand around there for the time being. 7 turns over there, fine. Okay, well, at the very least, we've got a force here to go and deal with. Yeah, go and deal with Cyprus. What is here? Just the 1 unit and they're rebelling anyway. Very nice. Get those 2 boats to merge. Just make sure he is a little bit extra on him. Now, what have we got? Just the 1 unit of archer. Now, I don't want that to rebel, so I do need to head on in. I don't have, though. Oh, no, I don't have the bloody onager for this. But oh well, it's fine. We will just deal with that next turn. It's no problem. Problem is, every end turn is another chance for the game to break. This time, this fleet is not going to be quite so well set up. No, they're going to die. Hopefully, have no ships to follow it up. Oh dear. So, the latest plan then, get Empire West to surrender the faction. We've killed the faction. Maybe this will help. Since they've broken my game, I'm going to break them. Now, the weird thing is we now have the Eastern Empire rebels, but we don't have the Western Empire. So, we'll see what that does to the game. That does mean they've surrendered a few regions here, but I think they deserve it, quite frankly. Now we'll leave these. We should probably kill them too as punishment, you know. You know what? I kind of like the Eastern Empire rebels just existing without the Empire. It's kind of amusing, to be honest. So now we'll leave them there for now. But if the game breaks anymore, then okay, we'll come back and kill you too. I'm warning you. You break my game, I'm breaking you. And all that means we're back to this battle over here, which apparently we win this time, which is interesting. I kind of liked it last time when we lost and the boat got all the way into the distance. Alright, so we probably want to go and clear this off, actually. That's probably for the best, yes. Alright, we've now got ourselves... yeah, you guys go and kill them too. That's fine, they're sunk. That's probably for the best, even if we can't move quite as far as we might like. So, these guys over here, I don't want to split them up. There's more boats over here. It's probably the ones we just killed, actually. I think we'll be fine. But, problems. Okay, well, we'll just head in here. We'll sack that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Another 10,000 monies for the kitty. We're going to move it up here and just get ourselves shuffling along. A new homeland for the Western Empire rebels. Okay, they're back in Sicily. And the game seems to have recreated the Western Empire. No, that's just the map. Okay, it's fine. The game hasn't recreated them. I don't want them coming back. They can sod off, quite frankly. Maybe I should have killed the Eastern Empire the Western Empire rebels instead. But I'm quite happy for them to have that. That's absolutely fine. I should probably teleport my army back home at this point. Should I might just clear out the rebels for them. Oh, these are the Western Empire guys who just crashed the game before. So I wonder if now they won't crash the game. Come on, don't kill it. Oh, for Pete's sake. This guy is just cursed. So this time we have an alternative universe. I've killed that guy. He's gone. The thing is, I've had to exile this general over to Parma. You can have a lovely life, lad, but you got to go and live on your own little island because you seem to be the constant cause of the crashes. So I'm going to move this guy back over. Western Empire rebels are going to continue their their own isolation on Sicily. They have a little bit more land than he has, but he's just one general and a few mates. You've actually got yourself a civilization. Your exile on Sicily is not quite as extreme as everyone else's. So there is one thing which the rebel pirates might pick him up. That's something I just need to pay a tiny bit of attention to. I don't know if there's anywhere better I could dump him. I don't know that I can dump him on any of this territory up here. But of course, on the original Rome Total War, this was a city over here, so it is land that I can dump him on, and it feels like a pretty good spot to leave him. So that's fine. Oh, this has become messy over here. We should get rid of our... Yeah, we should toggle the fog of war and try getting on with our lives here. This is getting bad. It is just a pile of peasants though, and if I attack this one, yeah, the third army doesn't come in. So this looks good. Dunvarlo, alright, he likes to try things the fun way. We got some peasants to take on, but more important are the reinforcements. What do we have here? Yeah, not too much being in the wars. They've lost a lot of generals, so this is pretty much all they got at this point. He's the factionaire, but he's a young lad. We're the factionaire, but we're about 40 to be fair. Don't think we've done anything in our life yet. So, time to head on in over here, and there's another army to take on afterwards. We'll leave that for Veldic, potentially. Or maybe he'll just hang out and go and clear him out, and Veldic can move on. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that I've been recording for 45 minutes now, and I've only got about 5 minutes of actual gameplay. So maybe we should head on in and kill these guys. Also, you can't be a king unless you learn how to chase down some darn peasants, so you might as well get used to it. Indeed, he's immediately routed them. We'll send in the Grell Knights to be a bit of overkill on the other units. That'll be excellent. And that will be the main force dealt with straight away. Now, some of these have entered the battlefield, so this isn't going to immediately end. They're down this corner. So yeah, we're all the way up this hill here, which should be a good position for us. One needs to be moving, by the way, Thomas. That's actually probably one of the more important things to be getting into position. because it's going to take a long time. So all the peasants dead. There's Steve down the floor, and it looks like we've cleared them out nice and quickly. Just get these guys to mop it up. We don't need you guys to be doing that. Lovely stuff. Get ourselves organised up at the hill, and we'll shoot them with our onagers, shoot them with our archers, and hopefully we'll have ourselves a glorious victory. In they come then. They can't even see us yet. They might be able to see some banners in the distance potentially, but yeah, they are going to be walking into onager fire before too long. Here they come. Terrible, terrible shots for everyone. Okay, maybe aim here because you'll lightly overshoot and then you might hit the general. Won't be too bad. This is a new guy, so we've got to cut him a little bit of slack. There we are. He's hit some peasants. That's everyone's first outing, really, isn't it? Not the best shots coming in here. We might go off fire actually, as he is new. He might just be a little bit too terrible for that kind of nonsense. Aim with the plumbatore. That looks all right. That looks all right. Oh, a little bit short. Okay. Well, they are starting to move into a position here. I should probably be a little bit more aggressive then. You pile straight into that position. You just kind of get that flank covered. You pile into them. You pile into them. In fact, maybe switch that order around so that you go slightly more inside. That'll be for the best. And since we're now throwing rocks actually at them, we'll hit those archers. And we might well hit the general if we get lucky. Okay, you just pile through. That's her out, that's her out. You pile into them instead, you pile into them. There are a lot of peasants here, so you know there's always going to be some hippos coming in there. You can actually pull out because you're in a little bit of a tighter, very tight spot actually. Potentially went the wrong way out there. They're steady. What have we got? Limitane, Legio Lanciari. You know what? You're probably better just running through those peasants and we'll come and support you actually. Yeah, Javelin's taking out the Grals. Don't really want to be seeing that. Yeah, they're, this has a little bit more court than we needed to here with these Gav, but if nothing else, they're doing a good bit of damage. These Grell Knights just need to push through. Just push through, lads. You're heavy enough to take a few knocks, but you don't want to be hit by the javelins, essentially. So yeah, we can just pile these guys through the lines, and the missiles can be doing some filthy work in the meantime. That's fine. If the general wants to get caught up with us, I think there's a hippos actually. If the hippos can catch us in a minute, that's okay. Don't mind being hit by hippos, so long as we're in a good position to turn around. Right, where is Mr. General McGee? Oh, British Knight Chariots, were you not on skirmish? They probably weren't on skirmish, and that's where the general is. Okay, let's just find some flaming shots into there. Okay, fine. We've got some interesting shenanigans going on. Mr. General, you need to earn your keep actually, sir. You need to come earn your keep because you've lost some important units here, haven't you? They seem to be fleeing, which is amusing. If they're going to run away, we better get... we can't really catch anything if they're running away. They might just be repositioning, but they look like they're running. Yeah, they certainly do. Right, Mr. General, time for you to earn your keep. Chase down some Limitane, they're terrible. Over here, we might as well just run. Just get all the infantry into these two units because they're the ones who are actually hanging out in this part of the world. That'll be fine. But I think the missiles probably need to stop at this point and just start running or shooting after them or something of that ilk. Right, I think the general, though, does need to go down. I don't even care the rest of this gets away. Let's just turn these guys into the general. You just stop and make sure we catch them if he runs through us a little bit. Okay, that's good. Mr. General, you've done a Limitane. Don't know why you're on loose, sir. That's not how you cavalry. I'm not feeling very confident about his future right now. These Grell Knights are going down, unfortunately. These are the Horde versions, though. He hasn't been given the good army here today. But you know what, sir? You can catch them up. Some Mations, you, sir, can do some good mopping. So, yeah, hit those peasants, please. And then we can swing on into the archers and hopefully just take out a couple of them. They're broken. As I say, we could break more of this army, but I'm much more interested in that general going down, to be honest. He is now running towards our own army, which is nice. Get the Grells to turn themselves straight around, hit those committences. General, I'm not sure if that's your job anymore, actually. They're all going to chase them down. Oninger, maybe make sure they're not doing any stupid firing. And yeah, we'll just see if we can catch the general or not. He's going to turn around this way soon enough, I would think. Oh, indeed, he's running over there. Okay, get over there, Mr. Lad, Mr. Laddie. He seems to be in a stupid position. You know what, Mr. General? See if you can earn your keep by taking out their guy. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He seems to be caught in a very stupid position, so get on top of him. We'll... Plumbatari. We'll see if we can kill them. Get on to tight and now charge. That'll be grand. You guys pile into the Lanciari. They need to go down. Can we rout them? Steady. No, not an immediate rout. Turn yourselves around, lads. No need to worry about any of that. That's Lanciari. Oof. Did we break them? We might just break them if we're lucky. They're facing the wrong way, but no. Get yourself out of there. Get yourself on top of that general. We've broken most of them. Yeah, their Plumbatari actually want to come and fight. That's fine. I'd kill them right here and now. Suits me. You get yourself on top of that general. Get yourself in front of the general. Help him out. He's a bit of a new... Okay, his cavalry are a bit stupid, aren't they? They don't really know how to do it. Down he goes. That was probably one of his bodyguard, I guess. It's been a bit of a strange one, this. We've lost a little bit more cavalry than we needed to, and I forgot about my chariots, which is unfortunate. Obviously, I put them off skirmish mode, I think, to make sure they didn't run from the peasants, I think. That might have been what happened there. Mostly cleared them out, though. It's a bit of an awkward one, but you know what, sir? Not... You've done your job. You did your job. Not the perfect outing, but you got in there. You've done a bit of fighting. Nice work. Now finish off those Limitani that you started routing a while back. Well, we clearly won the battle, and the question is the game going to crash? The answer is no, amazingly. Quite a few peasants getting away there. That's fine. Now, what is this army? A little bit more chunky, actually. That could be an interesting one. Would we rather have a good force? Now, the thing is, I don't really have... Yeah. I don't really have any spies. This is the only spy I've got. So I'm going to send this guy. I'm going to send the spy onto said boat. And just get him over there. That's nice. That's very nice indeed. You come and join your friend again. You don't want to. Of course you don't. Right, over here. They've got so many forces, but they are rebelling. 100%. Get in there, make it worse. Alright, there's some half-decent things here. I think, sir, you may have slightly mucked up a little bit in that battle, but I reckon you can keep moving forward. You keep moving forward, and you, sir, Veldic, you get on with, yes, Glycelius, Pesenius. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oninger, just to be wary of. We do have elephants. They have quite a lot of archers, though. They also, yeah, have some of their Equite Clubinari, who are quite low on the attack, by the way, but yeah, that defense is insane, and their armor's slightly strangely coloured, or at least slightly weird lighting going on. So alright, we do have the heavy oninger, so slight oninger advantage, and this is very much our kind of ideal army set up here with one unit of, you know, kind of trash just to be thrown to the walls when we get to a city. Right, let's head on in, let's take him down too. We have ourselves one of the most beautiful sights in all of Rome Total War. We have the Watchtower on the map. It's right in the corner here, and it does give you an excellent elevated position. Sadly, we probably have too many troops to really be making use of it, but I just had to go and plonk my onager up here. Absolutely glorious. You've got to absolutely love that. We've even got... Oh, excellent. There's no one in the Watchtower, which isn't very efficient of them. I'm not sure whose territory this is. I think it might be theirs, actually. But it might be the Western or the Eastern Empire rebels. Always say the wrong one of those. Anyway, we'll see what our range is. It says there, but it should be a lot further considering. Unfortunately, though, I am the one on the attack theoretically, so I might have to go and come meet them. But yes, it's a fun spot at the very least. It's very interesting. They are sending forward just a tiny force as I just try and turn them, basically. But they're sending forward a tiny little force here, including the general, which is a bit of a tease, it should be said. Unusual for them to be quite so proactive. I'm going to send my cavalry straight at him, to be honest. Let's just send them in, yeah, just get in there, sirs. They're reacting to that, yeah, I think they would, because they know what's happening. They know I just clicked that button. Potentially they can hear the orders. But yeah, chariots can just start moving. They haven't really got the missile support here. Now, the onager will get in eventually, but the whole point is I want to get my cavalry around the back into them. So, Yeah, as he shuffles around, I think I'll just grab my main force, and I think we'll just get ourselves a little bit more organised. Start shuffling around to here, lads. That would be perfect. Yeah, Oninger, you can't be far from being in range now. They're shuffling around, and they've got a weird bit of positioning going on. Yeah, alright. Alright. They're still moving around, which is good. It means their archers aren't shooting at us. You're the slightly weaker of the two. Oh, there are some missiles coming in, though. Let's be a little bit careful about that. Pile into them. Really what we want is just to get into the back and clear off this Oninger. So that's a rout. That's going to confuse their formation. I'm going to get these guys continue just moving along the hill, but they are on skirmish this time, just so you know, lads, just so you know. What we want, though, yeah, just keep scaring them. Get around the back. Where are my elephants? Oh, they're over there as well. They've still got too many archers for the elephants to be getting this close. Get the elephants out there. That would be fine. Yeah, they're moving. That's fine. You, sir, snipe them. You also just move yourself around. Growl Knights, your job is to snipe Mr. General McGee. In fact, you're the stronger of them. You deal with the General. You deal with the Eastern Archers and just try and get them. Yeah. That Oninger isn't even fighting right now. That's what we want to see. Alright, Mr. Elephant, I don't even know that we're going to need the rest of this army. Mr. Elephant's just going to come in. All infantry, I'm just going to say pile in. They do have cataphracts back there, Thomas. Bear that in mind. Missiles, just start running forward and shooting at those guys. You just get a shot at them, whatever you can do. Mr. General, plow forward. We're just going to start causing them some chaos. Right, I know this is using up my growls a little bit, but against generals they're very, very effective, so I'm just going to continue with that. You guys should just be shooting in to Kubinari as much as possible. Let's just snipe off these Oningers. Once they're sniped, I'm quite happy with the situation. He is down to 7. Oh, he's been absolutely massacred by the Growl Knights. Now, of course, I do have quite a bit of experience on these guys as well. In come the elephants, by the way! Elefante para mi victoria. Yeah, and unfortunately, they're right at the edge of the map here, so we're just going to plough through. Did we kill the general? No, he's right there. Annoyingly, they're going to get away. They're right on the edge of things here. Just pile into him. If you can catch up with Mr. General McGee, shoot arrows in if you can. Pile, forward. Okay, lovely stuff. General's coming in for a bit of a romp at the end here. Everyone loves a late romp, but commit tenses. No. You don't want to fight here, Matters. You don't want to be fighting. That's not going to end well for you. What is there? Commit tenses over there. That's fine. You guys just shoot. Just shoot the Plumbatari. It'll be grand. Okay, people are dead. I mean, these Growl Knights, 6 of them went down to almost take out the entire general by themselves. Sadly, didn't quite do it. But yeah, when you got 7 experienced Sarmatians like this, very nice. These are like their understudies. They've gained experience here today. They've learned how to kill. Growl Knights looking resplendent. I'd love for this Honor just to be shooting them as they run, but yeah, we've won the battle. Unfortunately, not quite killed them as much as I like, but that's what happens when they hide in the corner. What are the stats for this then? 1% to 54. Okay, not as many killed as we like, but we took no damage at all. And thankfully it isn't going to crash, but it is going to run that way, which is annoying because I wish Dunvalo could have mopped him up, because he should have been able to. Oh well, get yourselves through that little passage there. Now they could really gang up on him, which is a bit unfortunate the way that they fled there. But I think it'll be fine. We've got reinforcements coming in here to go and deal with Antioch in the meantime. Cataphracti, very nice indeed. Okay, well I think that's it for now. We'll see if any nonsense happens. I'll move these guys back home. I don't really remember where their job was to be. I think they were just scouting around, to be honest. We'll send them back over to Sinope over here. They can teleport back over this part of the world. At this stage, we're stuck in a weird multiverse where so many end turns ending the game demolishing itself that it might be hard to follow. I think I'm going to have to kill the Western Empire rebels as well. We just the game crash again. I'm just going to see if this alternative reality actually works. They want to attack me, that's fine, but I might just need to make sure that we set up this for them to go down. So they die, and the game isn't happy. Doesn't seem happy at all. It's an interesting end turn because we are now back in time thanks to many issues. Faction destroyed Burgundii. That's interesting for a couple of reasons. Firstly, because yeah, it is actually our first faction destroyed of this game. Obviously much harder when factions can horde, but it's interesting because yeah, the issue I'm having is that if the Western Empire or the Western Empire rebels die, that seems to be breaking the game. Now in this case of the Western Empire that we already murdered, this guy can't die, so he's now deciding to well, I've decided he's on exile over here in Sicily, and this guy has to just go live here. It'll be a nice life, honestly. So we're just kind of doing things that way around now and hoping that that works. I am now going to have to go back through my old turns again. Bit concerned that I sorted out the problem and then reloaded only to find that it wouldn't load. So I'm very concerned about how this series may or may not be able to end at this particular moment in time. We shall see, because I might have to just play this all in one stint, and that's not very useful right now because I need to go away tomorrow for a good week. So at the time of recording, I don't really have time to sit here and just finish it off. So that's interesting. So if this one's late, that's possibly why, because I will need to sit down potentially and do this all in one go, which requires it not crashing, which is a quite difficult problem with the crashes in battles. So I'm going to attempt to redo some of this stuff and see if the little exile plan has actually worked. Now, Saxons seem to have done their job over here, which is interesting. Nice job. And a Menai over here now. Yeah, this is all very concerning, but anyway, we'll see if we can push our way through the end of this campaign, damn it. Blessings be upon us. We have a council in Ephesus. Probably us then, because they're currently besieged, so I guess we're the ones doing that. This weird siege though is going to have to continue. Oh, we have a new chap joining us. Oh lovely, his young son here, Gortern of Beirut. Very nice. Ceasefire in effect between the Saxons and the Franks. That's that lad coming of age. And that means that, yes, we can get back to sacking this, which of course happened already in this episode at least once. So, get you onto these boats instead. That'll be marvellous. Extra army. Not really sure where that extra army even needs to go. But we'll find a way to use it. This army... Where did you get hurt? I don't really remember. Anyway, we're going to go land over there, and I think it's probably good for them to land there together, us to smash up this fleet, and hopefully all to be fine. Now we've got the Eastern Empire rebels queuing up behind us here for a bit of a good old romp of a fight. I actually really don't much command on these guys, do I? This darn. Actually, no, the Abbess is good from the Abbey, of course. It's the Anchoress that's not so good for the battles. Morale, but it is good for conversion. Very fun indeed. Now we've got to find a way of doing this battle right. Damn it, there are peasants there. There's an army full of nonsense in here. We could have a big old affair. That could be fun indeed. Now you can actually make it over to Antioch. Ooh, very nice. Yep, crack on insert. That'll be an absolute nightmare if we attack that properly. That was not the right way to flee. That army is going to be in trouble. So we'll see what happens to them. But anyway, Antioch is now burning down. What to do with Tarsus, though? We don't have any night battles here, as I say. So we don't have level 4. We do boring speaker for Veldic. I mean, you know, he's getting on these days. But we are getting a little bit closer to dealing with the Eastern Empire. What do they have at this point? It must just be Tarsus, Ephesus, which are both under siege. Sinope, sorry, it's under siege, and Tarsus down here. So they've only got these 3, I think. That is of interest for sure. Okay, if we attack this guy, we can bring in this force in the field. Do I want that army to come in reserve? No, I don't. Let's get Veldek with the elephants. Yeah, he wants to do it. Perfect. So Captain Decius. And even this way, if the game does break and I can drag my way back to here somehow, hopefully Hopefully we've got enough here to make up an episode if we can take out Tarsus. That'd be nice. Let's head on in. Lucky for us, the game hasn't immediately crashed on the loading, which I was a bit worried about, so the rest of us can hopefully get on with the normal battle. Which, okay, where are they? Somewhere over there towards that city. That's fine. We'll just shuffle that way forward a tiny bit. Get you onto Fiery McGee. That'll be absolutely fine. And there are some peasants over there which we might as well be shooting down. So you guys can do a bit of shooting practice. We'll just get these guys shuffling around the back of them to make sure they're cleared out. That could be easy enough, and that will give us time to get everyone into position, including those elephants there. Lovely. Okay, get these guys in a bit of practice. Make sure they're covered, and yeah, they're taking their time. This will be fine. As they approach once again, it does seem like they've got an awful lot of trash in the battle. So yes, why don't we just go and smash into some peasants just to make sure that they get the idea that they should probably be running here today. Yes, indeed, they are now running. Imperial Bodyguard running on forward. Are you throwing some javelins? I think they are. Let's maybe just pull out and they can javelin their own friends. That'd be much more amusing. I said get out of there, you numpties. But yes, General's running forward, which is of interest, definitely. Ooh, yeah, we're hitting in against the hippos there. Maybe don't shoot at who you want. Maybe just shoot into some Pompeii or comitatenses in the centre there. Now, that's the bodyguard, or one of the bodyguards. Let's just bear that in mind. Get the Grail Knights just a little bit closer to our main lines. As for the rest of this, yeah, we'll get these guys to continue playing around with this flank here. That'll be lovely. You want to be shooting Eastern archers. They need to go down, actually. We probably need to make sure they're not hanging around in our rear. Mr. Elephant. Ooh, you're shooting at him, or you just miss. Something like that. Anyway, Eastern archers, just get on top of them. Yeah, that's fine. General is going to pile in, is he? Enemy general's routing. He's not going to pile in very well, that's for sure. Okay, that's fine by me. You, sir, shoot those comitatenses. That'll be fine. You're in the rear here, doing a good job right now. That's another general back there. We should have a good chance of just getting on top of him. The flaming missile might. Ooh, okay. Where do you want this to be aiming? Aim at those Plumbatari, please. General's charging in. The archers, despite being on skirmish, have not done any skirmishing. Good work. They're running into the fight, which seems interesting as well. I feel like you missed him there, guys. You kind of just totally missed him, didn't you? Well done. I think they'll catch him up. They're pretty swift. Yeah, they got him immediately. Good news all around. You are not on skirmish. Once again, guys, skirmishy away. That'll be fine. Yeah, just keep them busy. That'll be okay, even though the skirmish mode can be a bit problematic sometimes, as we know. It seems like, oh, elephants over here are actually in a battle. Fine. Let's get the comitatenses line of infantry into this part of the world. Send the general in as well. Why not? He could do with a little bit of a run around. This guy's just protecting the onager. I'll be honest, Mr. Onager, you're probably more scary than any... yeah, you're probably more scary at this point to my own troops. So aim for that general. That'll be fine. We'll just continue sweeping up the rear. And as for my cav, yeah, I think it's time for these guys just to start piling in, actually, even though I'm charging them into spearmen. Actually, let's just send them into that general. That's really what we all need to be doing. I think I just heard fall back. Probably a good idea, seeing as the elephants are indeed charging through your infantry over there. And with my cavalry in this position, yeah, that's why we're here, damn it. You got to go on top of them. Hippos, always a little bit annoying to face, but we'll let them go if we need to. Limitane, they're going to throw javelins? We need to get on top of that cav, Thomas. They're right there. Okay, turn around, kill these guys. Hopefully I don't kill off their faction and break the game. They should be able to die. I think all that happened in Sicily was that at some point when the flip around happened, Eastern Empire were besieging their own city, and that seems to have caused some chaotic confusion in the way the game files are currently set up. They don't seem to know what is left or right anymore, so as long as we keep those two guys isolated on the island, I think, and keep them alive, I think we'll be okay. That should buy us a little bit of time to hopefully go and win the campaign without those guys dying. One of them was very young indeed, as far as I can recall, so hopefully they'll be fine. You just get yourselves into there. But yeah, the battle's pretty much won here, so hopefully we don't get an annoying crash because it's been a very effective victory, it should be said. You into the committenses, you've just blocked the Grail Knight charge, but it's probably going to be enough because they're pretty much entirely surrounded now. Indeed they are. Get the Grail Knights to turn around and finish off the last of the decent units. But it looks like we'll be waltzing onto the city with this kind of victory. This has been glorious. We have clearly won the battle there, 1% to 95. Wow, I'll take that every day. Obviously the game would crash after that battle, but it probably was for the best because I needed to find an actual solution for this. And by needed, I mean I still need to find a solution because, okay, we're all the way back in episode 7 now. I say way back, I mean it's only episode 10, this one, I think. It feels a long time ago here with me just taking on the Celts and Britannia. And Einstein is over here. But yes, we've killed off the factions here because this is really, I think, where it all begun as a problem, because this is where we saw the Western Empire rebels besieging their own city. So I think what I might have to do is replay this entire section from here in order to get us to the end, which really will take me a little bit of mucking around. It's going to be a very different universe, I feel, because I'm not going to do all those battles the same. I'm going to be doing a bit of order resolving. I'm sure the Hordes will be doing all sorts of different things as a result, but I'm pretty certain this is where it all begun, because there was an Eastern Empire general who was about 63, and every time he died and the game rolled the coin and let him die, that was it. The game was over. And clearly a lot of very wonky things went on. So I've killed them both, okay? I promised in this episode, right over here, if he got in my way, I'd kill him. Now, killing him did break the game continuously. However, this time, they're gone. Both factions are dead. So I'm hoping this will be more stable. For now, hopefully there's an episode Monday. I don't know right now, because at the time of recording this, I'm very short on time as I'll be away a little bit. So the time this comes out, I would have been back and all of that, but it does mean that I don't know how long this will take to set up. So maybe, just maybe next Monday, there'll be some filler, some other kind of video, something else. Maybe you'll be lucky and episode 11 will come out and will be in some weird other multiverse. I can't tell you for sure right now. I'll have to see when I get back and I start playing through this. A, if it even does survive this particular cut back through history. And B, just basically if, you know, well, I don't know. Basically, we really don't know at this point if this is going to survive. I will see what I can do. The game might still crash to death. It might be that we can continue on a week later. It might be that it just comes out on time. Either way, hopefully you'll join me for that. So, for now, both the Western Empires are gone because God knows they've caused me a huge amount of problems. Yeah, they settled there at the start of the turn. That meant I could kill it. Roman Empire is reborn. Indeed, it's reborn by the rebels. That's the way it's meant to be. I've got a lot of work to do to catch this series back up to where it's supposed to be. But we'll get back over here where I was one city away from killing the bloody Western Empire, Eastern Empire. Hopefully these guys don't have the same problem with theirs. But anyway, Barbarian Invasion is a bit unstable. Most of my series do end up getting quite crashy by the end. But this one really takes the biscuit. So for now, I will leave you. We're probably around 40 minutes at tops here. So hopefully that isn't too scary a time for you. But like episode 2, it'll be a bit short and people might be questioning why. Well, you won't be after 2 minutes because, yes, the whole entire ordeal of making this episode has been quite something. So hopefully I will see you for episode 11 in a week, or Monday or the Monday afterwards. If not, I will put a comment on this episode, and if not, I will also put a comment on that Monday one, but we shall see in time. But for now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas, this is the Nerds of the Human, and this has been what do we even call it at this point? Maybe the finale? I don't know. Romano-British Horde campaign. Darn you, Western Empire. I will have my revenge. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Anyone who's already got children, they've just been killed. We've decided to start afresh. We've lopped off every child's head, including our own leader's child. Sextus Rex will not have any heirs. We will not have blood heirs in this town. He is clean hands. Clean of the blood of his children. Oh my, yeah, he's killed them all.